Hey guys, it's Garth89 here, and it's been a while since I posted a video, and I figured I'd let you guys in on what's going on here. So this is Booshman 97's pay-to-play server for Minecraft. Oh, the frame rate's stuttering a little bit. I guess I'm getting close to the nether portal causes that. I'll try to get away from that for a second. So yeah, this is a little bit of work that me and Kyler389 have been doing on booshman's server. And this is our little skyblock city. Now, there's a funny little story behind this. Originally, we went out and just ran away from spawn and started building stuff, and then we went back to the Nether hub, which is in the middle here. I can do that real quick. Let's see, warp hub. Does that work? No, that warp does not exist. I don't know how to get there. Let's see, warp spawn. I won't be using these warps and stuff too often in this playthrough because I want to keep it as vanilla as possible. But just for the sake of showing you guys, this is spawn area. It's copied and pasted from booshman's Minecraft server, if you recognize it. Or not his server, but his Minecraft playthrough on the Minecraft server, which is owned by Matt, I believe, Matt Clark, from the Jolly Old Brits. Yeah, and this is how you get to the spawn area. Oh, it's lagging a little bit. Nether does that. Nether causes a little bit of lag spikes. If I sound a little weird and everything looks a little weird and stuff like that, it's because I'm doing this on my laptop. I don't have my main computer set up, but I'll get into that story another time. So this is the hub. You can connect your rails to wherever. Let's see, on the second floor, I believe, is where I have mine set up. Let's see if someone griefed it today. Unfortunately, due to the fact that this server is like you can just pay and be let on the server, you don't have to be like anyone in particular to get on the server. Which means it's pretty much open, and because they want to keep it as vanilla as possible, that does unfortunately mean that a little bit of griefing occurs. People destroying our mines and stuff like that. Let's see, I'll just teleport back home. Destroying our minecarts, destroying our rails. Someone even broke into our base and started stealing cobblestone. That person got a stern warning from me, and then I gave him some stone and sent him on his way. If you're on this server, feel free to ask if you need something, because most of the people here are polite. There are just a few idiots that aren't, and this is what happened because someone broke in here. Because we can put up private signs on furnaces and stuff like that, and over doors, we pretty much just blocked the entire nether portal in here so that people can't get here unless they happen to chance upon us by riding a boat across the ocean. So I'll show you guys a little bit around town. So I have a pond over here. On the right side and on the left side, that's where me and Kyle are going to build our houses, and we will have a castle further beyond that. And this is the uptown area, the residential district where people live. And down here is the downtown area where the industry is. So this is our little cobblestone refinery, or whatever you want to call it, the furnace refinery, where we make up our stone. Got little item hoppers connected to furnaces, connected to item hoppers, connected to chests. So what happens is we just get cobblestone like this, we throw it up in here, that way we can have 5 stacks of it stacked up there, and then it'll filter in an extra stack here, making room for a 6th stack. That way, you know, we can just keep refilling it. And ideally, right now I am still using coal, but ideally I'm just going to have this lava powered, because lava buckets, I believe, can cook 1,000 items in a single go. So as long as we're like still in the area, you know, you can just use one lava bucket to cook up multiple stacks. And over here is the farm. I did get a little basic farm set up. It is only just in its earliest stages right now, not fully built up. But I will be expanding on it later on. We're going to have a melon farm off in the distance. We're going to have an animal farm. You know, we're going to have a couple different farms based around this. Also probably a sugarcane farm. That way we'll have like all of our farms in the same central area, and so on and so forth. And towards a little later on, we're probably going to try and get a storage room set up probably below the central area, and we'll just have mine carts that ship out from there and use item hoppers to transfer it out. So I might as well just show you guys the mine before we get to what we're actually going to be doing today, because I'm going to start off building a little tree farm, and not entirely sure where I want to put it yet, but the advantage of, oh crap, oh my god, 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 okay, we're fine. Yeah, I have this set up so that we can get down quickly, and so that if you end up down here, you can just climb up the ladders. So this is a modification of my my elevator system. If you've ever seen my little elevator system where I have ladders on opposite sides and a 4-block open space, that allows you to basically just free fall straight down without having to worry about getting damaged. And I modified it by putting the ladders only, like, I have a space in the middle there to slow you down a little bit, and then you have these at the bottom. This is enough, I believe, to catch you all the way from the top without you taking any damage when you hit the ground. I found out that 2 was too little. If you took away the ones in the middle there, and you only had 2 down here, you would still die. So, I'm not entirely sure of that yet. I haven't tested it, but as it's set up now with those 2 midway and then these 3 at the bottom, you don't die. And this is just like a normal strip mine, so there's nothing particularly interesting down here. There is a mine shaft out that way. I can show it to you guys later. Just for convenience, however, I'm going to teleport back up because, you know, that is a, I believe it's 100, let's see, we are at level 112, and that goes down to 12, so it's a 100-block drop straight down, and climbing back up takes forever. So let's get on to building this tree farm. Let's see, where do we want to put it? I guess we could put it over that way. I don't want to have too many more things going out from the middle here. I want to keep the middle kind of clean and for itself. And the other problem with the middle section is that it's uneven, because we use the nether portal as the middle point for it. That means there are 5 blocks there, and I believe 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6. So basically they're not even. So I kind of don't want to have different paths going out from this central area here. Even though this is the central hub, I'm probably going to have like a thing under here as well. Let's just say, how about we just extend this little promenade on the side here, and then we build a path out from there. It's probably a good idea to have this in the middle, because other than the spruce wood, which I will probably use for houses, a lot of the other wood that we produce is probably going to go straight into one of these furnaces to make charcoal. I'm going to have more of those auto smelters set up. I'm just going to grab the oak saplings, and I got some spruce saplings from Cap Owner, who's on this server as well. She's an old mate of mine from previous servers I've been on. In fact, I think we've been on pretty much every server. Well, we've been on a lot of servers together, at least. Pretty much every server I've been on, he's been on. So either he's a stalker, or we just happen to have a lot of similar acquaintances on the internet. It's probably the later. I don't think he actually stalks me. I hope not. Let's see. Yeah, this might take a second though, guys. Bear with me. Probably a little further wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the cobblestone bridge thing. I'll spruce up the bridges later on, but right now, I'm just doing this out of efficiency's sake. Because there are a lot of, or there is a lot of cobblestone in the game. It's easy to get a hold of. Yeah, it's nice and neat. And I actually forgot something. I do actually need dirt, so I'm going to have to run back over there. My apologies. Also for the lagging, I have no idea what's causing that frame rate spike. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but I can definitely see it. There are these random frame rate spikes, and I think it's mainly to do with the Nether portal. Alright, so let's get some dirt. We will need dirt. And I would like to have some grass. I already have a nice Silk Touch pickaxe made up. Gonna need some food in a minute too. And this is gonna be a pain in the butt. I have to get one of these at least. Yes, got one. That should do. Don't need more than one grass block. I just need something to start with. And let's see. And actually, I don't even need the grass block. Now that I think about it, I'm probably not going to do things that way. So how far along do we want this? Remember, they need 4 spaces in between them. That means this needs to be at least, I believe, 15 wide or something like that. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so it's 8 wide, so we want to have a couple more on each side. I have no idea what Kyle's building down there. I'm not sure what that's going to be in the long run, but it looks neat right now. So I want to have at least a row of each type of tree built up. So that, to that end, I do need a little bit of space to work with. And trees need about 4 blocks in between them or something like that. Not entirely sure how much space I'll need though. I think I'll use some... Oops, that was not what I meant to do. These are already even. I believe at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Alright, so they are even. Good to know. Hold on, I'm just gonna change something real quick. See if I can make this, put you on balanced. Put you on minimum. That should help a little bit. So anyways, let's talk a little bit about where I've been recently. So the reason I haven't been posting any videos lately is, well, for one, I was on vacation. The other thing is, when I got back from vacation, I had to immediately move out of my apartment. So I've been doing that. And it does take a little while to move and stuff. And I had to find an apartment. I had to find someone who would rent to me, which is not as easy as it sounds. Believe me, it's not an easy task to find someone who is willing to rent an apartment to someone who may or may not have any background renting apartments before. Now, I have obviously rented an apartment before, but that is not something that, or that's not information that he would be privy to. He has to take my word for it that I'm not, completely incompetent, and that I actually know what I'm doing, and that I'm not going to completely tear his apartment down while I'm living here. So it hasn't been very easy to find a place to live, and it's never really been easy for me to find a place to live. I've always had complications with that sort of stuff, but this time it went real smoothly. Like, I found someone, like, literally on the spot who was willing to rent out the apartment to me. So it was decided within a matter of days what apartment I was going to get, and then I just went through the process of moving, and of course being abandoned by my friends who were like, no, I'm not going to help you move. Well, actually, they weren't like that. It was just, they were all busy. So there was really no one around who could help me move out of my old apartment. So I had to I had to hire someone to do that for me, and it took its time. But now, I'm settled in. I've got my laptop set up at least. I don't have my primary computer set up. We'll get to that eventually, though. Let's see. Let's have a cobblestone road that goes straight through the middle, because I actually like the look of cobblestone. I know a lot of people think it's like the most boring thing ever, but I actually don't mind it. It's not the coolest thing that you can build with, which is obviously lapis, but it's very simple. It's very easy to get adjusted to, and it doesn't look bad if you have a lot of stuff made out of cobble. It looks bad if you have a lot of stuff made out of dirt, not so much cobble. And yes, I am running default texture pack. I'll worry about that later. I think I usually run default texture pack because I don't really mind too much the default texture pack. I'm an easygoing sort of guy, I guess. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's not really enough space, is it? If we put 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that works just barely, I guess. Or actually, I think it's right here. Is that what it is, or is it here? No, I think it's here. I think it's supposed to be there. Kind of want to pull this one in. I'm gonna take my chances on it. I'm gonna take my chances on this being right. I think that should be enough space for it. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna try 3 spaces. If it's not right, you know, it's just 1 block each, so it's no trouble for me to fix that off camera and just get it working. And I have plenty of smooth stone because I had multiple stacks of smooth stone after multiple stacks of normal like cobblestone, and I basically just chucked it all in the furnace, and that produced a silk ton of smooth stone for me. Alright, I'm out of food, so I'm going to walk over here and get myself something to eat real quick. Hopefully some of the potatoes or something are grown, otherwise I'll have to walk all the way over to get food. I'll do that off camera though, I'll just, you know, cut it out. Really should have had more food prepared up, but I kind of want to get this video out. This isn't, you know, how I'd intended this to be. I had originally intended to show you guys the huge Ender Dragon fight that went on a couple days ago. But after recording it, I realized that nothing had been recorded. I spent, you know, hours or like an hour doing commentary on it, and you know, there was this nice epic battle. Pretty much everyone on the server was involved. Kyle has it recorded, so you know, I'll try and get it to where you guys can. I'll try to link you up to Kylan389's channel so you can see us playing there. You know, we had fun, but unfortunately that did not record, even though I, you know, had set up fraps and everything right. It just, for some reason, it did not like me that day, so it didn't record anything. And so I am completely without any footage to show you guys, so you get to see the mundane task of building a tree farm instead. Don't blame me, blame the government. Alright, now I only got 2 pieces of wheat left. I have to chow down on this. I will get to making a melon farm. That'll probably be the next task. But anyways, I'm liking the look of this this new setup. I'm thinking the whole floating base thing will turn out pretty well. It'll be a little bit reminiscent of reminiscent of, you know, like Skyblock Survival and stuff like that. And that's kind of what I'm going for here, is, you know, the sort of Skyblock Survival look and feel with, you know, mostly cobblestone and, you know, a little bit of stone brick and smooth stone to accent it. Not a lot of dirt or land or anything like that, because, you know, we're in the sky. And I'm trying to keep in keeping with that, but, you know, when I build my house, it's obviously going to be made out of slightly more exotic materials, because I want my house to look nice. Let's see. But yeah, this is a whitelist server. You pay for whitelist access. Me and Kyle got free access because we're friends of Boosh and stuff like that. But aside from that, you know, it's I think it's like $12 or something like that. So it's not like overly expensive, but you do have to pay to get on. And ideally, that is going to prevent, or, you know, reduce the level of griefing that goes on, because, you know, people don't want to pay money and then lose access to their game that they paid for. So hopefully there will be a little bit less griefing here, and it will be a healthy environment for Let's Players and people who just want to, you know, hang out. Alright, let's get this. Really do not like that block detection there. Okay, let's get oak saplings set up on this side, and I'll have more stuff on the other side. And then I want to get some lights up. I'll have lights on the inside of each of them. That should be plenty of space. And ideally, I believe torchlight and any other light source that you have available will speed up the growth rate of plant life at nighttime. So having a torch next to a tree will actually help it grow. So even if it's dark, it'll still grow from the torchlight. At least I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. So don't quote me on that. Or, you know, obviously you can, but if you do, and someone says you're an idiot, you know, I warned you. I'm not 100% sure on any of these things. Like I said, I'm not even sure whether or not I need 3 or 4 spaces between trees. I think you have to place them every 4 blocks, but I'm not sure as to whether or not you might need 4 blocks in between each of them, and not just 3. Because it's been a while since I played Minecraft, actually. I took a pretty long... Oh, there's a tree already. This is going well. Okay, I'm probably going to do this one off camera, though, because, you know, it's tedious. But I want to get the edges done. That way I just have to fill it in afterwards. A lot less work. That was completely unnecessary. And done with that. So yeah, this is a little bit different from what I'm used to. I usually make water bases, as you guys probably know if you've seen any of my previous YouTube videos on Minecraft. I usually have a water base, and there's a good chance I might make one later on, but for now, at least, we have a sky base, which is a little bit different from what I'm used to, and this has its own advantages. Like I said, with water bases, you know, it has the defensive advantage that you have a considerable degree more control over where enemies spawn, because while you're on this sky block here, there's no way for enemies to get into your base from the outside world. And of course this is in the middle of an ocean, so there's no enemies anywhere really that could get up here. So as long as I keep all of my little floating islands lit up, then there is no chance of enemies sneaking up on me and killing me. The other, you know, major advantage to this sky base, and it's one that the underwater base does not share, is that you have a lot of space to work with. You have a lot of free open space everywhere. Now, with the underwater base, whenever you make a new room, you're digging into the ground, so you're going to get resources naturally, because your base is technically underground, but, you know, the access point is in the middle of the ocean, so you're completely protected from the outside world, but at the same time, you know, you have to dig every one of your facilities out. And that takes some time. But the advantage to this base in that regard is that you have almost unlimited space available to you. Because you can just build outwards, especially right here because it's in the middle of a really big ocean biome. It literally took 2,000 blocks to get to the nearest land I could find. So in that regard, there is a lot of space for me to build. I can build out 2,000 blocks in that direction and not hit anything. And also we're at a high enough height that, you know, it's not an issue at all. And you may be saying, like, well, how did you build this? Did you, like, cheat or something? Did you fly? Well, we do have fly, but as you'll probably notice, our ender portal is all the way up here. And like I said, we started by, you know, traveling out into the wilderness and gathering resources, and then we went back to the hub and we built our track, which is in here. So this is the opposite end of that track I showed you earlier. We basically traveled out, I don't know, we were digging for like an hour or something in the nether, and we built nether portals to try and find land, and it kept spawning us in the air or underground because there was no land there. So in the end, we just decided, you know what, screw it, we're gonna have a sky base, which was what I had originally planned, but I'd originally planned that we were gonna start on the ground, which is fairly easy, and then, you know, work our way up into the sky and build the sky city up there. But things didn't work out that way. We ended up instead starting in the air, and we worked our way down. So since we're over water, it's not much of an issue. So what I did was I went and I found an area of underwater ground that isn't too deep, right there, like it was only 2 blocks deep, and then I built my way up with cobblestone, which I already had plenty of, and attached it to the central hub, which was over there. And then I built this place here, which is on the way over, so that on my way back I can just dump off my cobble and then head up to wherever I'm going. Obviously, you know, we can teleport, so I have my bed right here, which is where I teleport to. But I try not to teleport too much, as, you know, it's basically cheating. I want to play as vanilla as possible, which is kind of how I like to do it. You know, you can have your own opinion on it, but I like vanilla Minecraft quite a bit. I do like mods for Minecraft, and I might do a mod series at one point or another, but I also just like standard Minecraft as it is. Alright, let's see. How many potatoes did I get? Alright, I got a few potatoes. That's a good thing. Well, let's eat up some of these carrots so I can restore my health. I have some baked potatoes already cooked up. Potatoes are actually pretty abundant. They're pretty easy to get lots of. Wheat, not so much so. Yeah, I think I'll call it a day here, and the next time I make a video, we will do a melon farm, I guess. I guess I'll probably find something more exciting to do later on. This is kind of just the beginning of it, because I haven't had time to really build this out. I just wanted to give you guys a status update so you know what's going on, what we're doing. Me and Kyle are both working on this together. A lot of the actual building has been done by me. Yeah, it's not too pretty yet, but we're going to spruce this place up eventually. We're going to get something on the side of these walkways so that we can get the torches up off the ground. We're going to get some more structures out. Me and Kyle are both going to build our houses over there. And, you know, we've got the farmland over here. We're going to expand out in both directions, or all directions really, so that we can get like all our farms set up around here. We're going to have a melon farm, probably what's it called again? Are they called reeds? Is that what they're called? Sugarcane farm. Gonna get a sugarcane farm going. Gonna build some more on this tree farm. I'm probably gonna expand it a little bit to make room for more trees, because, you know, it's a good thing to have a tree farm, especially when you don't have any trees. You know, because this is above an ocean that doesn't have any trees. So having a nice big tree farm that can supply us with an infinite supply of wood is useful. We're also going to try and get like a huge garden area built up so that we can get some animals, and we'll set up an animal farm as well. Another little neat thing I want to try and get done is I want to get some people, or some, well, not people, but golems walking around, because I think it would look really neat if we had some iron golems just wandering around town. That'll also help out if we accidentally get any mobs in here. The iron golem can take them out, or the iron golems in plural. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's about it for today. I showed you guys the, well, I didn't show you guys the setup with this, really. Let's just get this thing rolling just so I can show you guys. So you put cobble up in there. Cobble filters down into here. And then at the top here, cobblestone fabricator. So you can keep it going for an extended period of time just by breaking these. And ideally that's what I want to do while my crops are growing over on the right and left. And that's why I want to keep all of the tree farm and the farmland all close, because I'll just be standing up here using this as a central point. And the trees can grow, the plants can grow, everything can grow, everything can be happy while I'm up here, you know, doing work. And also, you know, the furnaces downstairs don't need to be tended to; they can handle themselves while I mine. So all in all, it's like a good thing. Alright, so I'm going to do some work off camera. Let's see, what button is it? F5. Take off my helmet so you guys can see me. Vice gear on. I'll talk to you guys probably next week. I'm not entirely sure when I'll get to make my next video, but I'm going to try to get back to posting videos a couple times a month. I'll probably get around to making a video next week, though, with some more gameplay, some more actual gameplay rather than just me standing around mining cobble all day. Alright, well, yeah, we'll talk soon. See ya.